don't want to look like 35 when I'm 53. Why should I aim to appear younger than my age or hide it? I am 53. I look 53. I earned those 53 years with dignity. There's nothing I love more than my aged face. The soft lines, the age spots, the gray hair. They are the roadmap of a life well lived. I carry them as a badge of honor. Aging is a privilege that
that still really blows my mind is the rampant ageism that I see on this app every day, and the fact that a lot of times it comes from people who are not that much younger than you. The way that it is normal these days for someone in their late teens or early 20s to call someone in their late 20s or 30s old or washed up or bitter, I just find that really disturbing. And even sometimes I get comments like that from other women, and I'll go to their profile just to see what they look like. And sometimes they have their age in their bio, and they're like 5 years younger than me. Like, girl. And honestly, I don't get offended when I read comments like that. I get concerned, because making fun of somebody for something that you will inevitably experience is a fool's errand, in my opinion. Because what are you going to do when you're 27, 28, 29, 30? You're going to have a nervous breakdown. And I warn you, if you tie a lot of your self-worth and identity to the fact that you are in your early 20s, you're going to have a very hard time transitioning in life. But yeah, just remember that one day, if you're lucky.
Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to be talking about ageism, which is the discrimination against people based on their age.
Morning at the gym, I overheard a couple of young women, no older than 30, talking about their Botox treatments. I was curious, and so I asked, why in the world would any of y'all need Botox? You're gorgeous. And one of them replied, it's preventative. We want to avoid wrinkles. I couldn't leave it at that, and I had to ask, what's wrong with wrinkles? After an awkward silence, one of them finally said, we just don't want to look old. At that moment, I have never felt more invisible or unseen in my life. I realized that I represented everything that these women don't want to become. But here's what they don't understand. Aging isn't something to fear. It's a testament to a life well lived, and being a person others can count on. These lines right here, they're from deep concentration, solving hard problems, making decisions, and leading teams. These laugh lines, they're from joy, from laughing with my kids and friends and living life wholeheartedly. The gray hairs, they're proof of living fully through all the challenges and all the blessings. I'm proud of every mark because they tell my story. This is a face of wisdom. It's earned me the privilege to be the person my friends and family and colleagues can call when they need advice, mentorship, or just a listening ear. Being that trusted person means more to me than looking youthful ever could. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm not going to change the way the world thinks. But I am here to say that I will wear my wrinkles and gray with pride. I'll take every day God grants me with joy and gratitude. So, today, let's not fear aging. Let's embrace it as a sign of a life well lived.
It's so sad. In this previous video, as you've seen, this older woman, she phoned some women and she asked them, why do they have to do Botox? They look so beautiful. And they replied her that they don't want to have wrinkles. And then she asked them, why don't you want to have wrinkles? They say they don't want to be old. And immediately she felt unseen, and I can really understand what she's talking about. Sometimes people who are trying so much to look younger, they don't realize that in everything they're doing or in everything they're saying, they are trying to put down people who are embracing being old. And in those statements, they were really putting down this older woman. She clearly had wrinkles, but they really answered they don't want to have wrinkles, meaning they were telling her, like, we don't want to look like you. It is really sad. It really happens all the time to people who are older. And most most older people who are not secure enough, they end up hating themselves. And also this lady went on and shared with us that we should not fear getting older because it shows that you have lived a life. And yes, it's true. People should stop fearing getting older because it's really a blessing.
Well, this is 50, you guys. I am 54 years old. I do highlight my hair. I do have grays. I do have wrinkles. I've had a lot of stress in my life. But if you're a Gen X, 50 or older, shoot me a picture. I want to see what all my Gen X's look like at 50, 54, 56, 58, 59. Come on. Let me see what y'all look like. No filter.
A lot of people don't believe me when I say I'm only 38. I know it's hard to believe. I drink a lot of water. I get a lot of rest. Beauty rest is your biggest help to have a youth.
People really want to be told they look younger than their age. This makes them feel so good. It's like a compliment, which is really sad to hear because society has really influenced this a lot. You realize that society has made people think like if you are told that you look younger than your age, it's really a compliment. As you've seen a lady who was saying like she really wants to be, if she's 50 something, she really wants people to know like she's 50 something. She doesn't want people to think she's in her 30s because she's proud of her age. She's proud of getting older. I think society should really encourage this, but it is really the opposite. Society is really encouraging people to look younger than their age. And so you realize that most people would love to be told that they look younger than their age, which is something that shows that people are really insecure of their age. And this is really caused by ageism because society is always praising people who are younger. This ends up making older people to feel like they are not good enough, which is really sad to hear. But everyone, I think, should embrace their age and society should do better. People should be encouraged to embrace their age. You'll also find older people in today's society who are trying so much to act like younger people, even if it is embarrassing them, because they think like if you act like a young person, society is going to embrace you more, which is really sad to watch, but it's really happening. Older people should really embrace being older. Why should they feel so embarrassed for being old? Because this is who they are. It's okay to embrace who you are because that's when you can be the best version of yourself. People should try as much as possible not to be influenced by society standards.
For my ladies in their late 20s, have y'all started experiencing ageism? I have been 27 for not even 3 months, and the amount of ageism that I have experienced is crazy. I've had people talk to me about my 30th birthday. I just turned 27. I've had people tell me I look young for 27. What is a 27-year-old supposed to look like? Am I supposed to have wrinkles? And a lot of this is rooted in the idea that aging is bad when aging is a gift. Not everyone is privileged to see tomorrow. Not everyone has a privilege to grow old. I personally don't believe you're old till you're like 65. But the shift has just been very interesting to me. And I'm very curious to see how it's going to ramp up, because probably what's going to happen by the time I'm like 28, 29. But let's chit chat. Like, ladies, what are some of y'all experience?
Ageism is also making people in their late 20s to think that they are too old now. And some of them end up giving up on their lives, thinking that they failed to achieve what they're supposed to achieve in life, thinking that this is the end of their life, which is so sad. In your late 20s, you're just beginning to live. And you still have time to achieve many things in life if you concentrate. But many people in their late 20s are failing to concentrate now because they are thinking that their life has ended in their late 20s. It's really sad, but it's happening to many people in their late 20s. They are so stressed thinking that they're running out of time to achieve their dreams because society is making them think that they're old. Some of them are even thinking like they're not beautiful anymore because because they think that they are old, because society is making them think that if you are older, you are not that beautiful, because society is always embracing younger people. Sometimes when you tell people your age, they'll tell you that, oh, you look good for your age. And sometimes people think that this is a compliment, but this is ageism, because this makes people think that they can only look good if they are younger. In most cases, society is always trying to show it's only younger people who can be looking good. That is why people always say you look good for your age, in case you're looking good and taking good care of yourself and you're older, which is really sad.
In my office knew my age. My coworkers did not know my age. I refused to tell them my age.
It's so sad to know that some people are failing to get jobs because of their age. You realize that there are some employers who just look at people's ages and then they determine if these people can work or not, which is really not fair. Sometimes these people are having all the qualifications needed for the job, but because of their age, employers end up denying them access to jobs. And this has created a lot of unemployment in our society for no good reason. As you've seen in this video, a young lady was also saying that she no longer talks about her age at her workplace, which is really not fair. And also, you realize that most people who are older, they're now even scared to ask for jobs because they think they are automatically denied access to jobs because of their age. This has made younger people and older people sometimes to give up on looking for jobs, which leaves them jobless all the time. And this alone has affected their lives so negatively because they cannot afford a living for themselves. And at the end, you realize that such people can end up going into depression, which is not really a good thing. It's so common in today's society to find people putting down others because of their age. Even on social media, sometimes you find people in the comment section trying to put down others because of their age. If it's someone who is older, you'll find people who are younger than that person trying to put them down because of their age and making them feel bad because they're older. Also, younger people are also being affected by ageism, where you find older people trying to put them down because of their age. For example, you can find someone trying to live their life and embracing who they are as a younger person. Then you find older people in the comment section to put them down because of their younger age. What is sad about ageism in today's society? It's because sometimes society normalizes ageism like as if it's a really cool thing. It's very okay. Yet in actual sense, ageism is not a good thing. No one is supposed to be judged because of their age. People have to take time to get to know others. For example, you realize there are some employers, when they are looking for people to work in their companies, they also end up putting the ages they want to hire. They can put 35 to 45 or 35 and above, and they don't realize that this is ageism. But in actual sense, this is really ageism. But because sometimes society makes it seem like it's normal, so employers don't get embarrassed to put age limits when they are looking for workers. Society has made people to think that getting older is really not a good thing because of so many reasons. Sometimes people are older, they deny them access to jobs. This makes them feel like they are not cool enough, they are worthless. Because if someone is denying you a job because of your age, sometimes you may start thinking you don't have any value anymore. Again, sometimes society is always making people think that if you are older, you don't look so beautiful. And so you end up realizing that people are failing to embrace old age because they think when they embrace their old age, society will not view them as beautiful anymore, which is really sad to know, but this is really happening. And also, ageism is making young people to think like they are not worth it at all, because older people sometimes put down young people, making them think like they are nothing at all. And these young people end up giving up on themselves because they already think they don't have any value. Sometimes, even if younger people are trying to add value to anything, older people try to dismiss their efforts. Older people make them think like they are worthless and they don't have any value to add to anything because of their age. And also, society should do better. Older people should allow younger people to embrace their lives. They should respect younger people. They should believe in them. They should not judge them because of their age, because this is discouraging them to become better people in the society. And also, many older people in today's society, they are going for cosmetic surgeries because they want to look younger, which is so sad to know, because in most cases, they don't really need this. All they need is to try to embrace who they are at that particular point of time. Because even if you go for cosmetic surgeries, in case you don't love yourself, you will never love yourself. The cosmetic surgeries will not make you love yourself. They'll excite you in the moment, but when time goes on, you'll have a daily reminder of how you don't really love yourself. And so all you have to do, instead of going for cosmetic surgeries, you have to work on yourself from within. You have to learn how to love yourself. The cosmetic surgeries will never make you love yourself. And that's it for today. If you have anything to add on this topic, you can share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And it's been your girl, Joanne, complete as always. I'd like to wish you a wonderful day. Take care of your beautiful lives. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.